Ladies, let me tell you something. When a man truly loves you, you don't have to guess. You don't have to wonder. You don't have to decode mixed signals or play detective. Love is not a puzzle. It's a presence. When a man truly loves you, he doesn't just say it, he shows it in the way he prioritizes you. A man who is serious about you does not make you feel like an afterthought. He does not leave you wondering where you stand. Instead, he creates space for you in his life because he values you. You can tell when a man is truly invested because he makes time for you, no matter how busy he is. Life gets hectic, work, responsibilities, family obligations, personal goals. But a man in love never uses that as an excuse to neglect the woman he cares about. He doesn't leave your messages on read all day, then come back with a weak excuse about being too busy. He doesn't disappear for days and expect you to be okay with it. A man who loves you finds a way to reach out, even if it's just a quick call to check in, a text to say he's thinking about you, or a moment in his packed schedule to spend time with you. See, time is one of the most valuable things a person can give. Money comes and goes, but time, that's irreplaceable. So when a man is consistently making time for you, that's not a small thing. That's a sign of deep care. He prioritizes you because he understands that relationships require effort. And he's willing to put in that effort without you having to beg for it. You don't have to drop hints. You don't have to ask him to step up. He does it naturally because his heart is in it. Another way you can tell he's prioritizing you is in how he makes you feel when you're together. He's not just physically present, he's mentally and emotionally there too. He's not on his phone scrolling through social media, distracted by everything else. No, he's engaged in the conversation. He listens when you talk. He remembers the little things you tell him, your favorite coffee order, that work deadline you were stressed about, that story you shared about your childhood. And when something is important to you, it becomes important to him. He doesn't just hear you, he understands you. That's because he values your presence and he wants you to feel seen, heard, and appreciated. A man who prioritizes you also makes an effort to be involved in your world. He wants to meet your friends, get to know your family, understand your goals, and support your dreams. He doesn't keep his life separate from yours, as if you're just some casual part of his routine. He integrates you into his life because he sees a future with you. He's not just dating you for convenience, he's investing in you for the long run. Now, let's be clear, prioritizing you doesn't mean he'll drop everything in his life just to please you. That's not love, that's dependency. A healthy man balances his responsibilities while still making you feel like an important part of his world. He doesn't neglect his job, his passions, or his personal growth, but he also doesn't make you feel like you come second to everything else. He knows how to manage his time, and he makes sure that you always have a place in it. You can also see his priorities in how he handles challenges in the relationship. Every couple has disagreements, misunderstandings happen, but when a man loves you, he doesn't just walk away when things get tough. He doesn't ignore your feelings or dismiss your concerns. Instead, he takes the time to communicate, to listen, and to work through things with you. He doesn't make you feel like you have to chase him down just to have a conversation. He respects your emotions and makes sure that both of you are on the same page because your happiness matters to him. When a man truly prioritizes you, you don't feel like you're competing for his attention. You don't feel like you're being taken for granted. You don't feel like you're just there. You feel valued. You feel secure. You feel loved. Because that's what real love looks like. It's not just spoken, it's shown. When a man truly loves you, he protects you. Not just in the way people often think, but in ways that go much deeper. Protection is more than just standing up for you in public or defending you if someone disrespects you. It's about creating a safe space for you emotionally, mentally, and physically. A man who truly loves you doesn't just guard you from outside harm, he also makes sure that he is never the source of your pain. You can feel his protection in the way he speaks to you and about you. He doesn't belittle you, make you feel small, or use his words to tear you down. Instead, he uplifts you. His words make you feel stronger, not weaker. He reassures you when you're feeling uncertain, comforts you when you're struggling, and reminds you of your worth when the world makes you doubt yourself. He understands that words have power, and he chooses to use his to build you up, not break you down. A man who truly loves you also protects your heart. He doesn't play games with your emotions or keep you in a cycle of uncertainty. He doesn't make you question where you stand with him. Instead, he gives you stability, consistency, and peace. He doesn't disappear for days only to come back with excuses. He doesn't entertain other women behind your back, making you feel insecure in the relationship. He is loyal, not just in action, but in intention. His love is not reckless or careless. It's intentional and protective. Beyond emotions, his protection extends to your well-being. He pays attention to your needs. If you're sick, he checks on you. If you're having a rough day, he listens. If you're overwhelmed, he steps in and asks how he can help. He notices when you're not yourself, and instead of ignoring it, he makes the effort to be there for you. He wants you to feel safe, not just in a physical sense, but in a way that lets you know you're not alone. He makes sure you have what you need, whether it's a kind word, a helping hand, or simply his presence. A man who truly loves you also protects your dreams. He doesn't laugh at your ambitions or make you feel like your goals don't matter. He supports you, encourages you, and reminds you that you're capable of achieving what you set your mind to. He doesn't see your success as a threat. He sees it as something to celebrate. He's not just there for the easy moments. He stands by you in the moments of struggle, pushing you forward instead of holding you back. You'll also see his protective nature in the way he handles conflict. Every couple has disagreements, but a man who loves you doesn't fight dirty. He doesn't use your weaknesses against you. He doesn't throw your insecurities in your face. He doesn't intentionally hurt you just to win an argument. Instead, he argues with respect. He listens to understand, not just to respond. He works towards solutions, not just blame. Even in moments of anger, he is careful with you because he values you too much to cause unnecessary damage. Another sign of his protection is how he treats your peace of mind. A man who loves you does not bring unnecessary drama into your life. He doesn't create chaos. He doesn't make you feel anxious. And he doesn't give you reasons to doubt him. Instead, he makes things easier. He keeps his word. He follows through. He communicates honestly. He understands that love should feel secure, not like a constant battle to prove your worth. His protection also shows in how he handles you in public and private. In public, he respects you, defends you, and never allows anyone to mistreat you. He doesn't flirt with other women in front of you, make jokes at your expense, or let anyone speak negatively about you. In private, he is just as consistent. He doesn't put on an act for others, but then treat you poorly behind closed doors. The love and respect he shows you in front of people is the same love and respect he gives when no one else is watching. When a man truly loves you, his protection is not just physical. It's in the way he speaks, the way he listens, the way he commits, and the way he makes you feel safe in every aspect of the relationship. When a man truly loves you, he includes you in his future. He doesn't just talk about vague plans or say things like, one day I'll settle down. He makes it clear that he sees you as part of his life, not just for now, but for the long run. He doesn't leave you guessing about where you stand or whether he's serious. Instead, he makes an effort to build something real with you. You'll notice this in the way he speaks. He doesn't just say I when he talks about his dreams and goals. He says we. He envisions a life where you're not just a bystander, but a key part of his journey. If he talks about moving to a new city, he asks how you'd feel about it. If he's working toward a big career move, he considers how it will impact your relationship. He doesn't make life-changing decisions without thinking about how they affect both of you. That's because he's not just planning his future, he's planning your future together. His actions match his words. It's not just about saying he sees a future with you, it's about the way he treats you in the present. He invests in the relationship. He makes long-term commitments, whether that means discussing marriage, planning to live together, or simply setting goals as a couple. He doesn't shy away from serious conversations about the future because he knows that love isn't just about the moment, it's about building something lasting. A man who includes you in his future also makes an effort to integrate you into his world. He introduces you to the people who matter to him, his family, his close friends, his mentors. He wants you to know them, and he wants them to know you. He doesn't keep you separate from his personal life or treat you like a temporary part of his story. Instead, he brings you into the spaces that are important to him. He's proud to have you by his side, and he wants the people he loves to see what he sees in you. You'll also notice how he supports your future, not just his own. A man who is serious about you doesn't just focus on his own goals. He cares about yours too. He asks about your dreams, your ambitions, and what you want to achieve in life. And he doesn't just listen. He encourages you, supports you, and pushes you to go after what makes you happy. He doesn't see your success as a threat or as something separate from him. He sees it as part of the life you're building together. A man who loves you and sees you in his future also works through challenges with you. Relationships aren't always easy. There will be disagreements, obstacles, and moments of doubt. But when a man is committed to you for the long run, he doesn't run away when things get tough. He doesn't avoid difficult conversations or ignore problems, hoping they'll disappear. Instead, he sits down with you, talks things through, and finds solutions. He doesn't see arguments as a reason to walk away. He sees them as moments to grow closer and strengthen the relationship. Another way he shows that he's planning a future with you is by making sacrifices when necessary. He understands that love isn't just about what's convenient for him. It's about what's best for both of you. If he needs to adjust his plans, compromise on certain things, or make decisions that benefit the relationship, he's willing to do that. Not because he has to, but because he wants to. Because when a man truly loves you, making an effort isn't a burden. It's a choice he gladly. A man who includes you in his future also takes responsibility for the relationship. He doesn't leave everything up to chance or expect things to just work out on their own. He puts in the effort to keep the relationship strong. He communicates, he shows up, and he proves through his actions that he's serious. He doesn't just make promises, he follows through. When a man sees you in his future, you don't have to force anything. You don't have to wonder if he's serious. His love is clear, his actions are consistent, and his commitment is real. When a man truly loves you, he respects your boundaries. He doesn't see them as obstacles to overcome or challenges to push through. He sees them as a part of who you are, and he values them just as much as he values you. Love without respect is not love at all. A man who genuinely cares for you will never make you feel guilty for having limits, nor will he try to manipulate you into doing something you're uncomfortable with. Instead, he will honor your feelings, listen to your concerns, and adjust his behavior to make sure you always feel safe, valued, and heard. Respecting your boundaries means he listens when you say no. He doesn't pressure you or make you feel like you have to compromise your values just to keep him happy. He understands that true love isn't about control, it's about mutual understanding. Whether it's your personal space, your emotional needs, or your comfort levels in a relationship, he takes them seriously. He doesn't dismiss your concerns by saying, "You're overreacting," or "It's not a big deal." Instead, he acknowledges them and makes sure his actions align with what makes you feel safe and respected. You can see his respect in the way he communicates with you. He doesn't interrupt you when you're speaking, and he doesn't brush off your opinions. He genuinely listens because he values what you have to say. He doesn't try to dominate conversations or make you feel like your thoughts and feelings don't matter. Even in disagreements, he doesn't resort to insults, yelling, or manipulation. He understands that respecting you means treating you with kindness, even when emotions are high. A man who truly loves you also respects your time. He doesn't expect you to be available whenever it's convenient for him while disregarding your own schedule and priorities. He doesn't cancel plans last minute or leave you waiting without an explanation. Instead, he communicates openly and ensures that he's being mindful of your commitments, just as he would want you to be mindful of his. Another way he shows respect for your boundaries is by giving you space when you need it. He understands that being in a relationship doesn't mean you have to be together every second of the day. He doesn't get angry or insecure if you want time for yourself, whether it's to focus on personal goals, spend time with family, or simply recharge. He trusts you and knows that space isn't a sign of distance, it's a sign of a healthy relationship. A man who respects your boundaries also respects your past. He doesn't judge you for your experiences, mistakes, or past relationships. He doesn't use them against you or make you feel ashamed of the life you've lived before him. Instead, he focuses on who you are now and the relationship you're building together. He knows that everyone has a history, and he loves you for who you are, not for who you were. He also respects your independence. He doesn't try to control your choices, your friendships, or your career. He doesn't get jealous when you succeed or try to hold you back from pursuing your dreams. Instead, he supports you. He encourages you to be the best version of yourself, not just as his partner, but as an individual. He understands that a strong relationship is built on two people who are whole on their own, not one person trying to dominate the other. When a man respects your boundaries, he makes sure you feel safe with him in every way. He understands that love is not about testing limits or seeing how much he can get away with. It's about mutual trust, understanding, and care. He values your emotions, your comfort, and your voice, ensuring that you never feel pressured, dismissed, or unheard. When a man truly loves you, his actions will show it, not just his words. Anyone can say, "I love you." Anyone can promise to be there, but words alone mean nothing if they're not backed up by consistent effort. A man who is serious about you will make sure you feel loved, appreciated, and secure, not just through what he tells you, but through how he treats you every single day. Love is not just about grand gestures or special occasions. It's about the little things he does when no one is watching. Does he check in on you after a long day? Does he remember the small details about your life? Does he make an effort to be there for you even when it's not convenient for him? These little things matter more than any romantic speech because they show where his heart truly is. A man who loves you shows up when you need him. He doesn't disappear when times get tough. He's there when you're stressed, when you're struggling, when you feel lost. He doesn't just enjoy the good times. He stands by you during the hard ones. When life throws challenges your way, he doesn't run or make excuses. He asks, "How can I help?" He supports you in your dreams, encourages you when you feel like giving up, and reminds you of your strength when you forget it yourself. His love is consistent. It's not something you have to question. You don't wake up wondering if he'll act distant today or if he's still as interested as he was yesterday. He doesn't make you feel like you're walking on eggshells, never knowing where you stand. Instead, he makes his love clear through his reliability. You can trust that he will do what he says, that his promises are not just empty words, and that he won't play with your emotions for the sake of his own convenience. You can see his love in the effort he puts into your happiness. A man who loves you doesn't just think about what makes him happy, he cares about what makes you happy too. He doesn't dismiss your needs or make you feel like they're an inconvenience. If something bothers you, he listens and tries to understand. He doesn't just say, "I'll do better," but actually takes action to improve. If he makes a mistake, he owns up to it. He doesn't make excuses or shift the blame. He works on fixing the problem. He treats you with respect at all times, both in private and in public. He doesn't act one way when you're alone and another way in front of others. His love is not for show. It's real, steady, and unwavering. He speaks about you with pride and admiration, not as someone he tolerates, but as someone he cherishes. He makes it clear that you are valued, not just with words, but with the way he protects, supports, and cares for you. A man's true love is measured in how he handles the everyday moments, not just the big ones. It's easy to buy flowers or plan a romantic dinner once in a while, but real love is found in the daily effort. The way he prioritizes you, the way he listens, the way he chooses you over and over again. Love is not just about feeling something, it's about doing something. When a man truly loves you, you won't have to wonder, you won't have to second guess, you won't have to keep asking for the bare minimum. His actions will speak so clearly that his love will never be in doubt, because at the end of the day, love is a verb. It's something he does, not just something he says.